Why do you want to be a journalist?
I'm passionate about communication, about people, and storytelling, and I want to be able to share information and share what I know with people.
I want to be a journalist because I feel now more than ever the world needs people dedicated to seeking truth and reporting it.
Everyday lives. They're the ones that hold people accountable for when things go right and things go wrong. They're the ones that are behind the scenes that are getting those tough stories, that they're getting those tough interviews, and they just seem like they're the kind of people that I'd like to emulate and like to be.
I love being a journalist and I love being a filmmaker because I think storytelling is one of the most important things.
There's a lot of lack of understanding in this world about this world, and I think it would be very cool to spend my life mitigating that. I think it'd be very cool to spend my life helping people better understand stuff that is hard to understand and making it fun to understand.
And I want to be a journalist because I want to be a storyteller. I want to tell the stories of other people, of our own lives, of the environment, and of the world that surrounds us. To me, being somebody who goes out there and documents history as it's happening would be an absolute dream come true.
What made you choose this career field?
People. I'm endlessly curious. I love to interview. I love to gather facts. I knew when I went back to school that I wanted to pursue writing. That was always a passion of mine. I didn't know how much I loved to do investigative work, how much I loved to do profiles and features. After my very first reporting class, I was hooked. I knew that journalism was the path for me.
I have always been a writer. I've always wanted to be a writer. Um, and I've always just kind of like breaking stuff down in my brain, figuring it out. I've always been kind of a news junkie.
Because back in high school, played sports all the time, but then when I realized I didn't have the athletic ability to continue to play sports anymore, I still had that drive and passion to still want to be involved in sports, and so I figured, what's the next best thing? Then to cover sports in some manner, and so I decided to join my high school newspaper. And
With something as simple as a notebook or a camera, journalists have the power to make the world a better place, to change how people think, and make a positive difference.
It's a very important job. It's a very difficult job sometimes. You get a lot of flack for it. For basically anything you do, something's going to come back at you. Somebody's going to ridicule you for something. And I have a lot of experience with that in high school because we published a lot of controversial stories. That came with a lot of backlash, but I think ultimately those stories are the ones that matter the most because those stories are what help people and they are what change policies that need to be changed.
I'm fascinated by people, and I really feel that people need a platform where their voices can be heard. And as a journalist, that's something I really want to do. I want to be able to give people an opportunity to express their views and give information to people that isn't tainted by opinion or bias as much as I can. I'm really sorry that I can't be there with you tonight, but I wanted to say thank you so much for your generous contribution to my academic career.